The 2023 IONIQ 6, new on the market. Check this out. Key fob, get a load of this exterior, and a quick snapshot of the interior. And we're gonna be talking about the exterior, interior, and specs on this exact car here in this review video at Vagabond Builds. Let's go ahead and talk Hyundai. Now, as mentioned, we're talking about this 2023 IONIQ 6 SEL all-wheel drive specs, interior and exterior. But before we do, it is not a sponsored video, so there's two buttons we'd love you guys to tap. Is the like button if you guys do like our content, subscribe to our channel, because we are not sales rep and your guys' subscription does help our channel. Now, if you got something for us to film, here's our email. Email us so we could talk details later. And a special shout out and a thanks to Roseville Hyundai for providing us this beautiful car for this review here in Roseville, California. Now keep watching and stay tuned. We're going to be dropping that MSRP sticker so you guys get an idea of exactly what comes on this car and the price tag on top. Now let's go ahead and talk Hyundai IONIQ 6. So let's talk specs on the IONIQ 6. Comes in as an all-wheel drive, two motors at 320 horsepower with 446 pounds-feet of torque. Now, that does change and range depending if you have the single motor or the dual motors. Now, this exact car does come with the dual motors. It gives you a whopping 0 to 60 in about 5.2 seconds, everybody. Also, a little bit about the MPG. E is going to be 111 city, 94 highway, and 103 combined. Gives you about 270 miles to a full charge. Now, again, if you have a single motor, that will range also up to 361 miles to a full charge. Gives you about 7.5 hours to a full charge. And this exact one comes with a 77.4 kilowatt battery. And again, you have the option in the standard SC model of getting a 53 kilowatt battery. Now let's go ahead and shut this hood and talk the sleek design on the IONIQ 6 in the Serenity White color. Let me know what you guys think of this front end. If you start to ask me, everybody, the look all around on this car just reminds me of a VW or Porsche look just all around this car. So kind of a European touch to this car, and I'm gonna be explaining why. Of course, the headlights kind of give me a Porsche resemblance, but with the pixel or the pixel illuminated look, we left the hazards and the lighting on with more pixels. A lot of character in these headlights. IONIQ 6 emblem inside the interior side of that headlight with full LED system. If we come over to the passenger side, full LED emblem inside the headlight. Super cool. Hyundai emblem right there in the center. If we drop down, we got bumper sensors going across the front bumper cover, sensors and more pixels down here. Very cool, yet slight aggressive, but kind of futuristic look with these cuts in the bumper, the black gloss going across. Let me know what you guys think, everybody. Now let's come over to the side. Get a load of that side. Honestly, it kind of resembles a Porsche Panamera. What do you guys think? Leave in the comments section below. But coming over to the parking marker, you got the kind of slight little wheel well trim, and then the rims themselves come 20-inch Pirelli P0s, and the size on these tires, 245, 40, 20s that they're putting on. Bicolor rims with the machine surface silver and the black gloss interior. Coming over to the side mirror, of course, again, the pixels, the pixel themes on the IONIQs. Integrated lighting, does not come automatic foldable, but it does come with the blind spot assist, all right? Over to the doors. Now, if we go ahead and close these, but of course, the key is inside the car. These would slide flush with the car itself, and this is how you open the IONIQ 6. Dropping down, on the bottom of those door panels, you have that kind of dual color from the Serenity White over to that gray matte look on that rear rocker panel area. A little bit of cut, giving it more of a sporty look on the lower end, but overall simplicity, that's what I like. You don't have too much going on, doesn't look too busy. Coming over to the rear. Now this is what I'm going to mention also. Again, this tail here, kind of Volkswagen Beetle / Panamera feel, and integrated into this tail here, you have the brake light, and if you go ahead and push the brake, It literally illuminates and shows pixels as you're braking. Under that, the Hyundai emblem with a little lip helping with the aerodynamic to the car. And then you got the rear camera with a little button to open up that trunk lid. Going across is the pixel integrated LED tail lighting. Now again, remember, Panamera look to me. Honestly, it's kind of weird, but I might be wrong. But honestly, guys, you guys are getting a Panamera look in a Hyundai is what I think. Dropping down, bumper sensors going across, the bumper cover in the black gloss, and then on the bottom of that bumper cover, you have that same matte gray look that you have on the sides coming in over to the rear end. Now let's go ahead and pop open the hood. And this is standard on the IONIQ 6s, is you get an automatic trunk lid tailgate. Now the cargo area is 11.2 cubic feet with drop down the back bench, and that is a 60 on the right and a 40 on the left. If I go ahead and show you guys what is under the mat, a little bit of tire situation with your charger, but there is no spare tire on this car for anybody who'd like to know, for the ones who comment in the comment section. No spare tires with a net for some belongings and groceries and things of that sort. The spare tire is not under the car either. So of course, take that into consideration. And then you got a button right here, two buttons, of course, one to lock and then one to drop that well, not hands-free, but you just drop that button and it closes. That is a very convenient look. Now guys, we're done talking about specs and exterior with some cargo space. Let's go ahead and talk interior. So now sitting on the interior side of the 2023 IONIQ 6, and right off the bat, let's just take a moment and get a load of this new look with the kind of squared off edges from the dashboard with your pixels in the dashboard integrated on the back of the backrest of your seat, and of course right in front of you on that airbag, just that IONIQ pixel theme. Now, what do you guys think about this look? From the 12.3 inch screens, both screens are the same size, over to just the look of this kind of futuristic modern look, everybody. Let's start with the door panel. Now, the door panel itself comes just the handle. Of course, you have the ambient lighting, if you can see on my hand. Speaker cover in that metallic silver perforated. And of course, these lines going through the integrated lining, or the lines that come into the door panel, kind of gives it a 3D look. If you're sitting inside the car, it kind of messes with your eyes a little bit. And some more pocket room on the bottom. Now, on the left-hand side of the steering column, your parking brake button, traction control, charging button, your tailgate lift button, and your auto dimmable buttons for your front lighting on your dashboards. And then you have the control units to the side mirrors. Steering wheel wrapped in leather with the flat bottom steering, of course, gives you that European feel, like, you know, reminds me of more sportier and aggressive fast cars. That's a pretty cool feature. The LED pixels and your control units for that front cluster. Right behind that is your paddle shifting, control unit for your windshield wipers and your lighting on the left. And this is going to be your little knob to change from drive to reverse to neutral and parking and so forth. Very cool. Go ahead and just turn that, go to reverse and press parking. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and change the drive mode on this car, go ahead and press that drive mode and it gives you sport. And if I change that, it gives you a different look on that cluster. If you wanted to go into snow, you would hold drive mode and then it would push it would put the car into snow mode, which is a pretty cool feature. So total of 4 drive modes. We're gonna leave it on normal. You can change the theme of that cluster right from your infotainment screen, and we're gonna show you guys that in a little bit. All right, now center console, you got the bridge with some personal pocket space. Of course, the pixel kind of mat, the rubber mat on the bottom with a 12-volt outlet. Now, something that's cool is, same thing on the door panels, you get these see-through plastics, very cool, adding to that kind of modern or futuristic feel. Wireless charging pad on the SEL, you do not get it on the SE. The SE does not also come with the ambient lighting or the H-Tex material wrapped interior. The SE gets the cloth material on their seats, for anybody who'd like to know. Your control units to your windows, unlock locking. Very cool feel because kind of Jeep sets them up in the middle, takes them off the doors, And then also like the old Beamers and things of that sort, you have the windows here in the middle, the control unit to the windows. Now, right over that center console, you get that touch sensitive 12.3-inch infotainment screen, very responsive, no lagging on this. Go ahead and drop map. Wanted to show you guys that how a full screen looks. You can split screen, so you get your media or your map together. Climate, not only that you can control it by this dual climate touch sensitive control unit, but you could also touch it or control it from the info screen. Let's go ahead and go to setup, vehicle, and you get your driver convenience, driving safety, driver attention warning, parking safety. Let's go to cluster and show you guys that illumination, cluster theme selection, can change that. Let's go over to lights, ambient light. I'm gonna show you guys something pretty cool. Go to colors, it's in sunrise red right now. Let's go ahead and show you guys a lightning violet. And the color changes. Very cool, awesome feature on this SEL. And then you have things like back bench warnings, high beam assist. You can set that, which is a very cool. And then let me show you guys something else. If we go to screen theme layout, you can change that from white to black. And look at that, just a whole lot more kind of a DL, down low feel when you're driving this car. Even at night, it's not so bothering to the eyes. Super cool. Now, if you guys do head over to Roseville Hyundai, they have awesome people to spend time with you guys to teach you guys the ins and outs of the car. Right below this, I'll show you guys a little bit about that dashboard. The kind of rectangular or lines giving you that more futuristic feel with the pixels and the ambient lighting. Very cool. Leads us to the dual climate control. You can sync the climate. They both come heated front seats on this SEL. Manual button push, you get that parking rear parking camera on that parking sensor button. Your tunes for your media, Navi, and map. You can control that from here also. Now, talked about the center console. Right above the center console is just pretty simple, straight to the point. Your lighting, no soft yellow lighting and that true light lighting, so you're not fishing around for stuff. I'm a fan of this new lighting that we see coming in on the market. And up top on the headliner is kind of a canvas feel headliner wrap. All right, now we're pretty much done with talking about the front end on this SEL IONIQ 6. Let's talk about second row seating. So second row seating on the IONIQ 6, we dropped these back seats so you guys get an idea of how it looks with the back seats dropped. Now, being an all-wheel drive, you can drop some skis or a snowboard back there, or maybe even a bicycle, head up to the mountain for the weekend. 60-40, so you can have 3 passengers, and if you want to squish 4 passengers, because total it is a 5-passenger car. Let's go ahead and pop that up. Here's your armrest with some cup holders. Now, let's do a space test. I'm about 6 feet 2 inches for anybody who'd like to know. Leg clearance is completely there, but my head is touching the back side of this ceiling. Now, being kind of the coupe or 4-door coupe look, or yeah, 4-door coupe, you have that kind of slouch back on that, and my head is touching. So take that into consideration. On the door panels, you get the same look with ambient lighting on the second row seating. A door panel, handle, some more little pocket room for like a chapstick and, I don't know, receipts or trash and things of that sort. In front of you, your pockets held by nets. USB-C plugins on the back of the center console with a little bit of pocket room, again, for like change and chapstick and all that stuff. Now, guys, as promised, we're dropping that MSRP sticker. So here it goes with the price tag, so you guys get an idea of what they're coming in on the market with. Let us know your comments, questions, concerns in the comment section below. We'll try to answer them as best as possible in a timely and ordered fashion. Guys, we appreciate you guys watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. Keep watching, and God bless you guys.